Hello, this is the 71st video in this series, State of the School. And as I said before, I'm trying to get this list down one item at a time, and I will. I'm going to tackle a real big one now, but I'm going to tackle it briefly. Academics is what I call it. So much of what I have been teaching here for years now have not seemed to be that academic, I don't think. But see, I started out with academics. The first 360 videos, really, the first 180 days was what I taught to 7th graders, basically, or or 8th graders. It changed. And then the second 180 days was what I taught to 8th graders. And I was an English teacher. I was an English literature teacher. But I also taught grammar. One of the things I did not teach was spelling. And I did for a while work hard on writing. But after a while, I found a way, I called it class vocabulary, and that was how I dealt with their ability to write. And I could do it very concisely, almost at the level of poetry. And that way, my time wasn't taken up endlessly correcting huge things. I guess I thought my time was better spent. Now that was called Our Talk Writing was the spelling part, and there's a playlist of that. An alternate spelling system, which I didn't actually teach. I just told them it was there. But this trick I used for their writing, I called class vocabulary. And if you would search it, you could find it described. I tried to do it online 2 or 3 times and failed. I even tried it in the prison here, in the jail locally. I volunteered at the jail, and it was one of the best classes I ever had. But I think they didn't like me there. I mean, not the prisoners liked me fine, but I think the jailers, or whatever, the administration, they were uncomfortable with me there. So gradually they saw to it that I had no students. But anyway, I called that WORDS, W-E-R-D-Z, WORDS. And it's a playlist. And I not only teach the trick, I also explain about that whole experience of teaching in the jail and trying to do that and failing. Remember, not failing with the teaching, but failing with being able to keep it going for reasons that I think I was kept in the dark about. All right, so anyway, oh boy, I didn't bring my list down. So I'll have to do this from memory now. Playlists, I would look through them. Well, that's asking you to do a lot, because I have so many videos on this channel. I think now there's probably between 4,000 and 5,000 videos on this channel. And the playlists alone, it is quite a list. I didn't count, but there may be, I don't know, there may be 100 playlists there, maybe not quite 100 playlists. Each playlist with anywhere from 6 to 80 videos on it. So you could look at them if you want to see what I taught for academics. But you would find that I taught 5 different languages, introduced kids to that. And there's some that you wouldn't find. Boy, I wish I'd brought my card down here. I may have to deal with that again tomorrow, because I looked at some stuff and found some stuff that you wouldn't know about otherwise. But anyway, there is a very academic side to this school. And a parent that was going to homeschool their child, if they want it packaged, they're not going to get it. But if they want the material, there's enough to keep, I would almost say, half of your child's junior high school or middle school, high school education there. Not only in terms of literature and grammar and language, but also in geography. And that's quite aside from politics. Now, in my own personal philosophies, I held that back until about the 3rd year. So if you go to search 1.1.1, that would be the first year, first video, first year, first day, first video. There's usually only one each day. So 5.1 1.1 would be the fifth day, the fifth year, first video, first day, first video, and I labeled them like that at the beginning. So you can find them that way. By the time I got up to about the 8th year or the 11th year, long before that, I stopped doing that. But that would guide you through, say, your child. If you wanted your child to be taking the course, remember, aside from my political and economic and philosophical ideas, just the academics, there you could have it. You could go through 180 days. That's a school year. And then the second year you could do the same. And I say that you could claim much more than your English class there. Although you really should you should watch it with them and ask them about it. Get them to tell you what was in it, and that would be enough of a test. And then if the third year, they could go on with it. But by that time, I'm branching out. Well, anyway, there is a huge part of this channel, which is academic, very academic. But that's not what I've been doing most lately. Bye now.